So hi guys, today again we are back with another problem. This is the problem on strings again. It's called two characters. So it is a kind of tricky question. We are given a string, we have to remove characters until the string is made up of any two alternating characters. When you choose a character to remove, all instances of that character must be removed. Determine the longest string possible that contains just two alternating letters. Okay, so now they have given an example you can understand. So they have given us a string s is equal to a b a c d a b d. Okay, this long string is given. What you have to do is they have told delete a to leave b c d b d. So when you delete a, you delete all the instances of a, not only this a but all other a's as well. So now b c d b d, we are left with this part. Okay, b c d b d. Now remove the character C also. So what we are left with BD. So BD has alternating pair and this has length of 4. That's the maximum which we can get out of this string where alternating pairs should be present. Okay, so I'll explain you the question once. So, what we are given is we are given a string and we need to find the longest possible string which we can get by deleting certain characters so that only two distinct characters remain and they should strictly alternate as well. Okay, so it should be something like B A, okay, or E D. Okay, it should be alternating and it should be in a pattern. Okay, and it should be in a pair. We have to find the longest such possible pairs. Okay, so the ultimate goal is to find every possible pair of different letters in that given string. So the given string can be anything, right? It as it can be anything like E D A D B C D anything. So we have to try. What you have to do is we have to try for every possible pair and then we have to find longest such pair in which strictly the conditions are fulfilled. So the first thing which we have to do is we have to find all unique characters. Okay, find all unique characters. Second, we have to try for every pair. Out of this whole string, we have to find unique characters. So what are the unique characters? E, D, A, B, C. These are all the characters. Now we have to try for every pair. So what we'll do is we'll keep E, D and we'll remove all these. Okay, with E, D, we'll check if we keep only E, D in this E, D, then there is nothing else. Okay. Then again, first you'll do for another pair, let's say D and A. So you'll keep D and A, you'll remove all other elements. Okay. So if you keep D and A, you have a D A here, then you have again D here, but you again have repeating D here. So this also won't work. If you had an A over here, then it would work because D A and D and A, then again D, then again A. Okay, like that. So that will be trying every pair. Then we have to filter such pair. Okay, we'll filter such a pair as I told here. For every pair which we'll find, we'll remove all other characters. Okay, and we'll keep only two characters which are in the pair. Okay, now we have to check if they alternate. Okay, so I will check if the resulting filtered string after removing all other things, keeping those two characters only. I have to check now if the string is like alternating perfectly between those two characters. Is it alternating or not? That I have to check. Okay. After that, I have to track the maximum. So there can be many such strings which can be made, okay, in some questions. Out of those, I have to find the one which with the maximum length. Okay, that is the I have to return the result. That is my final step. Okay. So now we'll code the question. So what we have to do is we have to complete this function, define alternate with this parameter as s. So s is basically the string. Okay, this is the parameter which the function is accepting. And the function is supposed to return an integer. The integer is supposed to be the maximum length. Okay. So now what we'll do is First of all, we will find out the first step. Okay, the first step was to find all the unique characters. So now, unique characters, I'll make a variable. Okay, so how you can find all the unique characters from a string? You can convert it to a set. Okay, so set of S. Now I can make a list of this, so I can easily iterate through that. Okay, so I have got all the unique characters from that string in a list. Now the max length, I will keep it as 0 for the starter. Now I'll keep two loops. Okay, so there are 26 alphabets. So the possible number of pairs can be 26 into, for 26 alphabets can be 25 pairs. Okay, so that is a, it is a brute force method, but it is manageable. So for I in range length of unique characters, so the length of that list, and the inner loop will be for j in range I plus 1, comma, length of unique characters. So why we are putting this I plus 1 here is because we want to, check the ith element and I plus 1th element. So that's why we'll get the j value to be I plus 1th element. So the first and the second, second and third, third and fourth, like that we can check. Okay. So now we can assign those values to two variables a comma b equals to unique chars I, the one at index I, comma, one at index j. Okay, so now A and B will be the two corresponding letters, the first and second. So now what we'll do is we have to filter out. So from the whole string, let's say we have the in this unique characters, this list. Let's say we have A, comma B, comma A. Oh, we won't have A here again. Let's say we had C. Let's say we had B again. Okay, so we won't have B also here because it was then it was a list. Okay, so let's say we had something like this. So from this list, what we have to do is we have to select two of the alphabets and remove all other of them. Okay, so that will be a filtered list. Okay, so that was our filter such pairs. So we have to try every pair. Okay, so A comma B is a pair and we have to filter it. So how we'll do that is we'll create one more list filtered, which will be there for where in S, the string, if var equals A or var equals B. Okay, so for it's like just for I in string, for each character, it will check if that character is equal to A is what? The ith element. Okay. Or if it is B, the jth element. So in that case, if it is same, it will put it in that filtered list. Okay. Otherwise, it will remove all of the other ones. Okay. Now we have to check. Now filtered list we have made. Okay. We have got a filtered list with only those two alphabets. Now we have to check whether or not that list is, alternating or not. So either we can hard code everything here only, or I'll make a different function. Okay. So let me make a function here real quick. So I'll make a function to check if a list is alternating or not. So I'll name it define is alternating. Okay. So it will take a list. If I have to list, okay, I'll just do L. Okay, it will take a list as an parameter. And now I have to check if no two consecutive characters should be same. Okay. So for I in range length of L minus 1. Why we are doing minus 1 is outer loop should go till the second last element only. Okay. Sorry, there is one loop only. It should go till the second last element only. Why? Because we will have to check the second last element with the last one. So we don't need any two loops, only one loop. So mm, sorry, if L, that is my list name, L of I equals L of I plus 1. In that particular case, I will return false. Why I'm returning false is because my two characters are same, they're not alternating. Okay. If that is the case, it will return false and the function will return false. Otherwise, if it comes out of the loop, then it will return true. Only when it should return to true when length of that list is greater than or equal to 2. Like minimum at least two characters should be there. Okay. So this is my is alternating function. I will pass this is alternating function here. Okay. So I will say if is alternating on the filtered list. Okay. If it returns true, what I will do is I'll say max length. So max length equals to max length was this variable I choose here. Okay. That will be max of max length. So again, there can be many different pairs. Okay. So we have to check the one which is maximum, comma, length of filtered. Okay. And then at the end, we will return max length. That's it. So what this everything is doing over here is we got a unique characters list of set of S. Okay. So we got a list of all the unique characters in that particular string. Then we chose maximum length equal to 0. Okay. Then we had two loops. Okay. Out of those two loops, we made pairs A and B. Okay. Pairs of A and B. A and B had what? Ith element and I plus 1th element, which was in J, supposedly. Now we made a filtered list with every time with all the pairs, all the possible pairs. Okay. So I with I plus 1, I with J, then next I with next J. Like that, we made all the possible pairs for that particular string with, only those two characters. Now we had to check whether or not that particular filtered list which we made with only those two characters, whether is it alternating or not. Okay, so for that we made is alternating function. What this function is doing, it is checking all the elements from left to right. Okay, so ith element will be checked with I plus 1th element. And that's why we did here length of L minus 1. So the loop will only go to second last element. And the second last element will be checked with the last element. Okay. And then if it is same, it will return false. Otherwise, it will return true, but only true in the case when length of that list should be greater than equal to 2. There should be minimum 2 characters in that list. Okay. So now we will check if the filtered list is alternating. If yes, okay. In that case, what we'll say the maximum length of this will be max of max length, comma, length of this filtered list. Okay. So if length in the first pass, length of filtered list, let's say it becomes 3. But after that, we get one more possible pair which can make the string, with a bigger length, let's say 6 or 7. So in that case, max length will now be 3. But after that, it will become, max of max length, comma length of filtered. Max length will be 3, and length of that filtered will be 7. So max of 3 and 7 will be 7. So max of length will get changed to 7. So in that way, all of this, that's it will work. So I'll just run this and some code. Yep. So it passes all the test cases. You can see over here. Okay. So yeah, that's it about the video. Thanks for watching.